Let's look at how to set up a new employee. From the main menu, click on Employees. Go here and type in the person's name. You want allowed to enter in the same name twice. So if you have duplicate names, you'll have to put in something that makes it slightly different. This is so that they can be distinguished from one another on the schedule and in reports. FlightPlan asks for the number of workdays. This is so that it can evaluate overtime and projected overtime. For example, let's say that Frederick is a 6-day per week employee. That means that if he works 7-hour days, he's on pace to work 42 hours. This is part of the overtime warning system. If Frederick is a 3 days per week employee, he can work 10 hours and still not be on pace to work over 40 hours. Typically, a work week is 5 days. You can put 5.5 days, if you like, for someone that works Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturday. This helps keep that overtime warning system intact. Here, the person's actual hourly rate. In previous versions of FlightPlan for Profits, we used an average hourly rate. But here we use a person's actual hourly rate. Therefore, when we calculate the cost for a piece for labor, it is based on that person's actual wage. If Christian, for example, presses shirts, your cost per shirt for labor will be twice as much as if David presses shirts. Let's put Frederick at $9.50 per hour. Now we need to give Frederick a job. Frederick here shows up and all of these boxes are black, with a few exceptions. This is because we haven't told FlightPlan what Frederick is trained to do. There are certain default jobs that everybody can do. Other shirt hours, other dry cleaning hours, miscellaneous, and we're currently set up that anybody can do household. The reason for these is that if someone always, say, presses shirts, for example, but at the end of the day, everybody needs to get together and, say, fold comforters. Anybody can go over here. Or an employee that normally simply is a dry cleaner, for example, or a pants presser. At the end of the day, there's a bunch of shirts that need to be folded. Those extra hours go into other shirts. So it gives you complete flexibility with that. Okay, let's give Frederick a job. A menu. Employee job stations. Let's say that we have hired Frederick to do utility pressing and hothead press. Now Frederick can do utility press and hothead. When we set up an employee for a job station that has a measurable production goal, we have the option to set up production graphs for these employees. Let's take a look at one of those. This is Christian's production graph for utility press. This line here shows the goal, and this is his actual production. So you can see that on this day, he exceeded the goal. On this day, he didn't. But the average for the week is above goal, which is excellent. That's all there is to setting up a new employee in FlightPlan for Profits.